He said, "I never." She's fucking amazing.
What's up, beautiful people?
Hey,
How are you today? Seeing real and raw. It's about that time, guys. Transformation.
You know, he didn't even down.
I'm every woman. Hi, beautiful people. Let me know who's with me. Please type in the chat. Let me know who's there. Let me know who's with me today. Look, y'all, I've been locked up in jail for quite some time, and it has been quite daunting. So glad to have you here with me. Hi, Hilbert. Hello. How are you? Thank you for joining me today. What are you sipping on today, Hilbert? Well, with me. Hey! I got my wine glass. Where's your wine glass? So, okay, well, like I always say, water or wine and everything in between. Cognac, tequila, Gatorade, soda, whatever the case may be. Because I'm out of jail. Love those wine glasses, yes. I got mine. Okay, Hilbert. I have a few choices of wine. Maybe you can help me pick since you don't drink, but I do. I can drink for both of us. How about that? Who else is with me? Who else is with me? Please type in the chat. Because if you don't type, hello, Miss Gina.
What thing? Clyde in there is very interested in your situation, your conversation. He's a podcaster.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hey guys, as you can see, I'm in a different location because guess what? I gotta get my hair done.
One more thing, young lady. This is Brenda's brother Elliot.
Hello,
I need you to see the what's it called? The
Range Rover that's out there. Okay,
that
so
is amazing.
you guys know.
You gonna want that?
Oh my God, I can't. I can't.
Oh
wait.
my God!
What?
You killed that shit.
What?
Oh, you look amazing.
In 2 minutes.
That shit look good.
She's complimenting my makeup. I really just put it on.
She slayed that shit in 2.3 seconds.
Hi, Wilbur. Good to see you. Good to see you.
She's gonna look at a new, what's it called? Range Rover.
Yeah, Range Rover, because you guys know I had the accident. My BMW was totaled. And I need a new car. So, hey, Mr. Spears, I know you have some projects going on, so if you have any links to,
So he waiting on you to see the car.
Okay, y'all want to go see this car with me?
Yay, people.
Okay.
Because you know why? If she doesn't buy it, you might want to buy it.
Okay, guys, so I am going to take this outside with me because, hey, we just are cool like that. And I'm going to look at this car really quick. And you guys can go for this ride with me. So let's see. Oh, no, I'm not going for a ride. I'm just going to go and look at the car. But I got to take all this contraption stuff with me.
Ask the one I saw. Wait, your butt is so big.
I know.
Okay,
let's see. Okay, see guys.
Podcasters. Okay, what we doing over here?
Okay, so
So how does that work? Because it's outside.
If you take the light out.
What light?
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. We're gonna work this out.
Oh, you want to let the world see it too?
Well, I'm just connected, so I don't want to leave him here
Okay,
unattended to.
Girl, that
So
food's cute as hell.
this what we finna do. Watch this. You hear me now? Can you hear me now? I believe you can hear me now. So sound, can you hear what you're saying?
What's your sound?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Muted. That's what happened when you. Whatever. Yes, we can hear you now. Hi, beautiful Noam, my friend from long time ago. Thank you guys for joining me today. Yeah, I lost sound for a minute. I'm wondering if you're hearing sound through the microphone here, or how is the sound? Can you hear me okay? And thank you again for joining me. I've been in Facebook jail and I've been kind of going through it amongst other things. Okay, thank you so much. Well, I tell you what, guys, it was a little rough for me this week. I had a lot of challenges, a lot of changes, and hey, Brian, I see you. And on top of being in Facebook jail, that just kind of put the icing on the cake of the bullshit, right? Okay, good, Facebook user. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so guys, I want to know, I see who's here. I would like to know, what are you drinking on? And help me pick today. Now, I have my favorite here, right? This is the Juggernaut. Can hear now nothing while outside. Lots of noise in background. Okay. Did you see the car? But did you see the car? That's what I want to know. Did you see the car? Okay, so this is a, oh gosh, I don't know what this is. Oh, this is a Cabernet Sauvignon. A Cabernet Sauvignon. Oh, I didn't realize I had another Cabernet Sauvignon, but I never had this brand. Hi, Roger. How are you? And I have a Chardonnay. Are you guys gonna have some wine with me? You guys are gonna have wine with me?
For sure. Oh, my favorite is Chardonnay.
Okay, I do have a Chardonnay.
Hola.
I do have a
¿Cómo
Chardonnay.
estás? I'm her stylist.
Yes.
I'm doing hair.
So you guys will get a chance to see what this transformation looks like and how she's going to hook me up.
I
Okay.
have 25 years beautician.
Yes.
This is my
And
beautiful
friends.
daughter, Barbara, beautician.
But we can't
Nah,
see.
she eating right now. She's like, I'm eating right now. Don't be putting me on place. Yeah, but we're all good up in here. I'm gonna transfer. But yeah, let's finish up my dress. We do dress, cuts, colors, areas. Chardonnay is my favorite
So we're
drink in the world.
gonna dry Chardonnay since I'm at her shop, and
I like dry
this is her favorite. So we're gonna
It's
try
either Chardonnay, Merlot, or Cabernet.
Cabernet Sauvignon.
Yeah, exactly.
So I got two of these.
Those are my favorites.
Now
Dry wine only.
I pick out the wines based on the labels, because the labels are really cool. So
They are pretty. Where
when
did
I-
you get that?
yeah, I love this one. I love the Juggernaut.
Cool.
This is the Juggernaut. Now I'm tempted to drink this.
Only because of the face. Like, what we should
It's
drink
so
me
cool. I know, right? So, okay, would you like to do Chardonnay or the Cabernet?
Cabernet Sauvignon.
This Sauvignon.
Yes, I would like that.
So, guys, I get to drink my favorite tonight. I like this brand. This brand is.
That shit on point, babe.
Thank you. Are you guys freezing
I
up?
don't mean to curse a lot, but that's how I am.
Yeah, well, they know I curse on here too, so it's okay.
You look amazing, Mom.
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
finished up my drag client.
Okay.
We're in the barbershop, beauty salon, locticians. My dog's a barber, loctician, beautician. He's amazing. I'm a loctician, beautician. I'm amazing. He's right, a barber.
I am going to. Hello, Miss Karina. How are you? Let's see. Guys, you gotta bear with me today. I'm like, was not even gonna do the show today, if I can be honest. I really had a challenging week. And guys, find something you love, find something you like. Because I have this would have a great excuse to sulk and just be depressed and have a very low vibration. But because of this, because of you guys, because of the opportunity I get to share with people, I had to kind of shake it off a little bit. I had to kind of get over it a little bit and, keep it moving. And I'm just very grateful for this, for you, for the ability to recognize the difference. And I'm here. I'm here to help. If anyone, ever goes through something like that, there are certain things and ways that you can really pull yourself out of a slump. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do. Well, the F word, I use a lot. So I don't know about that. But we're going to have the Cabernet Sauvignon. Let me get the wine opener. Hold on.
You got one? Because I know I got one too. You got one.
Do I have a opener? I have this opener.
Oh, yeah, that's like a rabbit.
This opener I love.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And it came from Roger here. Right. No more F words. F words are so fun. Come on. Don't be such a dweeb, people.
F words are so fun. That's cute. I like that.
Listen, I ain't cheating. Okay, I'm gonna open this up. Oh my gosh, guys. You want me to not have a sailor's mouth? Let's see. Roger, amazing. Look.
I missed it.
Yeah.
Why should Dick buy me them glasses on my birthday?
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it fell apart when I was shopping.
Okay, guys.
Hey.
So, hey, tell me what you're drinking on. Karina, what are you drinking on? Brian, what are you drinking on? Leah, Noel. Am I saying that right? Noel. Let me know what you're drinking on. Because we're about to drink on my favorite Cabernet Sauvignon, the Juggernaut.
Sauvignon, dry wine.
Okay.
What more like words?
I would like to toast ya. Here you go, Mama.
Oh my God. Becky, look at this cup. It is so big.
Welcome to WineUp Wednesdays.
Right on.
Wine up and let's talk.
This is awesome sauce. Pretty cool. You might be at the barbershop, hair salon, /Jiggy salon.
Hey.
We can do this.
This is all about living life footloose, fancy, and free.
Right on. Look, I love that movie.
Footloose, fancy,
With
and
Kevin
free.
Bacon.
Let me see. You know the F word we're talking about. What's the F word you're talking about? Let me see.
Freedom?
There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with a well-placed F-bomb. I'm with you, Denise.
Freedom,
I am with you.
Fantastic.
What F word are you talking about?
Fantastic.
They said don't use the F word. Which F word? Brian.
Fantastic.
Oh well,
Fascinating.
loving you.
Fascinating.
Speak your mind with friends. Yeah, sometimes I can't help it, Roger. Sometimes it just comes out, And don't let me get some of this. It really come out. Hi, Charles. How are you? Yes, Charles. And you know what? I want to give a shout out to Charles for words of encouragement. Um, I spoke with him last night about some other business stuff that we have going on, and I told him I was, feeling not the greatest and not the best, and that I wasn't going to do the show today because I had so much different stuff going on, and my hair wasn't done.
She got some good hair. That's that good hair. That's that good hair. You got any in your family? I play too much.
Welcome. What guys are drinking on?
Because he go over there looking like he looking really like this.
Thank you, Denise. Oh, nothing right now. Didn't get to the store today. I mean, it could be anything, Leah. It could be water. It could be wine. It could be soda pop. I think Hilbert is drinking soda. Namanjo, whenever he's on, he drinks water. So, Brian, the one which is the British definition of cigarette. I don't know. What are you talking about? So, oh, sure. Hey, I'll drink for both of us, Leah. Yes.
But I slowly for sure.
But guys, I really do thank you for joining me. You guys just don't know what it took for me to get here today. I really don't have a lot of things even prepared. There was some things that I wanted to talk about that happened in the news, but the news was just changing so rapidly. Kool-Aid. Okay, got you. Also, hot coals on the end. Brian Thompson, what the heck are you talking about? Because I don't know. Okay? I really don't know. But as I was saying, I almost wasn't here today. So shout out to you, Charles, for encouraging me to kind of push through the challenges and, just keep it moving. But, like I said, I was just at a loss as to what to talk about, what to do. I will share with you that today is the 1 year anniversary of my brother passing away. My oldest brother, the first one in my immediate family. So it's really on top of all of the other challenges, like really getting to me. What's up, Namanjo? Wait. Mananjo or Namanjo? I'm confused. I see. I can't see. I can only say it when I see it. But welcome and thank you. I know you're drinking on your water. Thank you guys for joining me. Guys, like I said, I was a little unsure of what to talk about today, but what has consumed my world, what I thought was really important outside of some of the challenges that I'm dealing with today was the PPP law, right? And the CARES Act. If you have some Google the definition and go back to slang jail. Oh, yeah, guys. I was in jail. Do you want to? I'm kind of embarrassed to tell you why I was in jail. I said some bad words about people. And tell me, do you want to know? Do you want to know what happened? Because I'm a little curious about the sentiment behind what happened to me. It is fodder for conversation, to be honest with you. So let me know if you would like to know. what that's all about because it will drive a particular conversation. Now, I'm kind of embarrassed to talk about it. Careful. I got you. I got you. I got you. Hey D, what's up D? Hey. Guys, I want to try a little something different here. There is a reason why I was in Facebook jail, right? When you see your fucking and okay, Leo. Hey, when things get rough, sometimes awesome is coming. Devil just trying to knock you off track. I agree with that, Roger, because even though I was very down the past couple of days, I felt like there was a choice for me to make to stay in that moment or pull myself out of it. And I learned how to do this based on training. Tell me this: have you guys ever heard of something called landmark education? Let me know. Type yes or no. Yes, you've heard of landmark education. No, you haven't. I know you're talking about Buchanan. Nah, ain't nobody fucking with Mariah though. Mariah bad and involved in the town. Overly politically correct since. Ain't nobody. What happened? Okay, so you guys know Kevin Stevens, right? Derek Jackson has been in the news. Most of you know Derek Jackson, right? He's the relationship expert that sits in his car and talks about guys cheating and all of that, only to come and find out that he was actually doing it. Now, some people were like, he's a fraud, but I'm like, no, he's really not. He was actually doing research on what he was talking about. He was speaking from actual experience. He knew what the hell he was talking about because he was actually going through it. So I cut him a little bit of slack on his hypocrisy, right? It was more hypocrisy than it was being fake, if I can see the difference, right? So they were comparing in social media, Derek Jackson and Kevin Stevens. You know Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels is the one that, like, he just cut up the lady, told her she wasn't shit, she ain't look like shit, he don't care that she makes 6 figures, she ain't gonna never find no man that makes 6 figures because she was just average looking, right? So a lot of men, black men in particular, that I noticed on Facebook resonate with this toxic, negative spirit of this Kevin Samuels, even though he was, I don't know. I don't know if he's speaking truth. I can't really say because the crap that I've heard from him didn't sound like he was speaking truth. But I can get where he's speaking to a certain group. A lot of young black men, I would say maybe 30 to 50 older, resonate with Kevin Samuels. So a really, really good friend of mine that I've known from college posted something on Facebook that said he agrees with Kevin Samuels and how we as women should listen up and pay attention to what he's saying because he's speaking truth. And how he's speaking truth. And I thought it was a crock of crap. I thought so. Okay, guys. You in the barbershop. You talk Wild Hunter up there. Okay. Well, I said something very negative online. I'm not proud of it, and I'm not sure how it affects people. Aside from that reason, there's a deeper or bigger issue that I'm gonna get to. So my friend posted something. My friend posted something about this Kevin Samuels and about how we as women should listen up because he's really talking the truth. And I said, I use the F word, right? I used the F word. I said, fuck that. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it, right? It was a very, very derogatory term against the LGBT community. Yes, it was. And I am an advocate and a proponent for the eradication of the N-word. I think it destroys communities. So I told people that I use this F-word in reference to LGBT community. Facebook blocked me. Now, actually, I'm here. I'm here in a barbershop, and there is Mariah. Can I ask you something? I was banned on Facebook. I'm not proud, and I'm gonna apologize in advance. But I called somebody a faggot, and I'm not proud of it, right? And I didn't mean it in that way. It was just like a term, right? But in hindsight, I saw where it wasn't cool, right? So, like being a member of the LGBT community, I was curious, how would you feel about somebody like me that would use that term? Can you talk to my guys? So guys, I don't know if you heard that, but this is Mariah.
Hey, how y'all doing?
She's a member of the LGBT community, and I, told you guys I got banned for using the F word, and I'm not proud of it. And I'm just curious, like, how would you feel about that, or how does the LGBT community feel about something like that, or a person like me using that term? I don't know.
Well, honestly, me, I wouldn't care because words don't mean nothing to me. Like, you gotta really thread me for me to feel some type of way. But everybody different, so it depends on who you said it, like what you said to that person, type shit. But to me, I don't care.
Okay. Well, that's cool, and that is one of the issues. But guys, I wanted to kind of go over one of the bigger issues for us as Black people, because what I noticed was the minute I said that, they banned me. But we can throw around the N word all day long.
The B word,
and they do not ban that. The B word, I'm not so much concerned about, because anybody can be a bitch, Black, white, whatever. Right. But this is in reference to me and the use of the N word. Like, the reason they gave me was hate speech, right? They banned me because of hate speech. But I'm wondering, and I'm curious, and I want to know what you guys think. Why is the N word not considered hate speech? I have my theories of why the N word isn't considered hate speech. Like, we can all day long on Facebook post nigga, all day long, but it is not considered hate speech. And I'm wondering, what do you think about that? Why is the bar so low for us right? But here it is in the LGBT community. I can use that very derogatory term that I'm not proud of. And immediately, I mean, that post, I did not post it in 5 minutes. I was blocked. Okay? So, hi, Madeira. How are you? Welcome and thank you. Thank you. We're having a pretty serious conversation here, Madeira. I've been a bad girl and I've had a rough week. So I was just kind of going over some of those things. And I was just curious about what you guys thought about that. Like, why would they ban me for using the F word with the LGBT community, but we as Black people don't get the same respect when it comes to using such a derogatory term towards ourselves? Now, can you chime in on that? Because I do have a theory about it. But I'm just curious about what you guys think about it, or do you even see it as an issue, or is it just like whatever? Like, give me an idea. I'm curious, please.
Like I'm talking about my Eastern right now.
And thank you for joining me. Please let me know who you are by typing something in the chat, preferably what your drink of choice is. Manura, I believe this is your first time here. So let me know what you're drinking on. I have Cabernet Sauvignon. This is a pretty cool kind of wine. I love, love, love this bottle. I pick my wines based on the beautiful labels that they. So yeah, talk to me, guys, please. I would like to know what you think. I'm very curious. Dave Chappelle said the very same thing. What did he say? I don't know what part I was talking about. I'm going to refill my glass.
Are you not done? I know. He was in here like take like 10 hours.
Yeah, I know he a big.
Oh no,
Grand Marnier. Okay, Mr. Beast. Cheers.
Yeah, that's my shot.
Look at her face. Mr. Beast, you're here. You are an advocate for the cause. I love you for that, and I thank you, and I appreciate you for that. She actually went to Black Lives Matter and invited me. I hadn't been. I went with her. How about that? Right? So, I'm curious. What do you think? Like, do you have an opinion on the use of the N-word? Like, I'm sure you don't like it. Like, I don't like it. I hate it. But there's a lot of people in my community that actively use it. And I want to get the point across to them that I believe it destroys our communities. It's used too haphazardly. Young people are confused. The consensus of the word is completely negative. So why do we greet each other with it? And my theory about why we're not banned online from using that word is because we've diminished our what word am I looking for? We've diminished our presence by the use of the word. Like, we're desensitized by the negative effects of such a horrible word. So everybody else is real sensitive about negative stereotypes and negative aspects, and they would never, call or consider themselves something so vile. But we in our community accept it and embrace it, that it's not even considered something derogatory. Right now, the climate of our society is very wishy-washy, and because of it, that make it dangerous. Facebook went over, and this is true. Like, I was banned so quick, but I mean, deservingly so. Huh? Hello.
He's amazing.
The tattoo. You want to come and say hello to my audience?
Okay. He's also an amazing rapper.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's amazing.
Well, I've seen some of his tattoo work, and
Matter of fact, you should play some of his music while we're doing this.
yeah, because I can play certain music.
Yeah.
Major overuse of the word. Yep, and a horrible use of the word. Now there was I mean, you guys know I have a lot of white friends. I have a very diverse network of people that I deal with.
Hey, Daniela,
Yeah.
he's an amazing rapper. He's his music. He's a music. I know he's a rapper and singer.
You have something you want to share with us?
He's amazing. He's amazing.
So I'll play it on the show when people look at the rebroadcast. So, guys, I'm here at what's the name of this barbershop?
Oh.
Call it CMG.
CMW.
CMW. I'm here at CMW Barber and Beauty Salon. My friend for over 20 years does my hair, and I was in need of a change. So this is actually the beginning of a hairdo.
Yeah.
I'll show you the transformation after we're done here. But because we live bubbles, fancy and free, guess what? We just kicking it. You know, is that some of your work? Is that some of his work? Gina? Gina? They don't hear me. Can you guys hear me? Because there's a lot of noise in the background here. Let me see. Right now, we'll say that was one of the reasons he quit the show. What was one of the reasons that he quit the show? Because of the use of the N-word, or the willing disrespect of humanity because of the use of the word? I'm wondering. I love you. She's gone. She's out of here. Major overuse of the word. Now, Denise, another one of my friends who is white, and she's an actual Trump supporter, but she's one who I have been able to actually have conversations with and debates with, and it didn't end in, oh, fuck you. You know, we actually have very poignant conversations with each other. We agree sometimes to disagree, but she gave her version or vision of why the use of the N-word was horrible. And she expressed like the other side of the use that I don't think a lot of people in my community get a chance to hear. Like, she was raised around racist people, so she heard the word in a different way, and she just kind of expressed to my audience why the word is so vile. And she didn't understand why people in my community willingly use the word. So, yes, Leah, I hate it. I absolutely hate it. And as you can see, if you look back on some of the episodes of the show, that I talk about it a lot. And I think it's because a lot of the situations that we deal with, a lot of the things that we deal with, or a lot of the issues that we have in my community in particular, derive from the willy-nilly use of that word. It's horrible. What you say, Charles? Interesting point. The N-word is so widely used that some people are so numb to it, right? But use a word to describe lesbian or gay, now you are the worst person in the world. I know, that's what I felt like. That's what I felt like. Like, oh my God, are you serious? Like, it got me questioning. Like, I usually don't regret shit, right? But I was like, dang, they really got on me about that. But I'm wondering why such a vile word in our own community is not given the same disdain. And it should. So I just want to put that in your mind. I don't want to point, I have conversations about the use of the N word and how it affects our community. However, I don't want it to be just a pigeonhole to Black people, which is why Denise is here and Marlene was here before, because I want diversity. I want people to see, hear, and experience different perspectives, and maybe it might, enhance. A situation. Maybe it might diffuse a situation. Maybe it might, give someone a little better understanding. So that's one of the reasons why I do this. That's one of the reasons why I take the time to, do this. Even though sometimes I feel like, oh, I'm wasting my time. Oh, people don't want to hear this crap. They're tired of hearing me talk. They don't care nothing about politics. They don't care anything about anything except for what Cardi B is doing. But you guys that chill out with me and hang out with me on a weekly basis encourage me to continue, because I do believe that I'm going to be able to make a difference for people. Like, there's so many millions of people in the world and they don't have access to a lot of freedom. Some people are just caught in their own little bubbles. So if there was someone who can run across this that might hear something that can change their opinion, or might encourage or inspire them, that's why I will continue to do this. I thank you guys for sharing these moments. Okay, what'd you say? I never use the N-word as a term of endearment, only to describe Black folks who are behaving as such. That may be wrong. I think it is. But I think it's more authentic than the nigger versus nigga defense. Well, Menanjo or Namanjo. Oh my God, I need to see it in writing. I understand, right? Because there are people out here that deserve the sentiment of that word. And it doesn't matter if they're Black or white or anything in between. But because our communities are at such a disadvantage, and that word is silent, I think it should be eradicated. And literally, even when the use of the word is justified, that it shouldn't be used, because our communities is so behind the eight ball. Now, you can acknowledge, in my opinion, you can acknowledge the fact that that word should be used, but still refrain from using it, because it's that bad in our communities. So, that's my opinion. But as I was saying about, the diversity of the experience of that word being used is not specific to my community, or I don't want it to be specific to my community. I want people in my community to hear how that word lands across the world, across the country, across different platforms, across different communities, because we might think it's a term of endearment in our little circles, but when we get out there in the real world, I want people to know that it's not acceptable. And words have power. So you don't want to walk around calling your little kids stupid all day, but the use of the N-word is like that. So it's used so, we've been so desensitized by it that we accept the fact that it's not even considered hate speech. But let some white person call you the N-word, gonna swear up and down as hate speech. So it is warranted hate speech. So I don't know. What'd you say, Roger? Until you make the N word represent poor, represent low life, represent low class, people will not change it. The white system made black entertainers say it and made the word popular until black people started it truly and why. I mean, but the thing about it is, Roger, people do see it. They tell me all the time when they battle me and debate me about the use of the word. They see it. They do see it. And the sad thing about it is that they don't care. So I don't know, but that actually was one of the things that bothered me this past week. It's just so much. But guys, I really do thank you for being here with me. What'd you say, Roger? The system is always trying to make black men feminine for years. That's the reason why they started the sagging black men in the communities. Black men, okay, didn't start that. Let me put this on the screen. The entertainment industry started that. Who primarily runs the entertainment industry? Meets expectations. What do you mean, Brian Thompson? Roger, I do agree that there is a concerted effort to demasculate or emasculate. Am I using the word correctly? Emasculate or demasculate? No, I'm just confused. Would you say entertainers won't get paid unless they use those words and they perpetuate a certain stereotype? Yep, and that's so unfortunate. So unfortunate, and you're totally right about that. I forgot it was I think it was Dave Chappelle. Like he refused to put on a dress, and his stuff got snatched away from him. I do believe there is a community. Until they start getting paid in a different way, then they'll change their behavior back. Yeah, Roger, but you know what? I'm convinced that that deviant sex life, like I think that's where it comes from. Like just being deviant, like just getting to the most nasty sex you can possibly have. Like that's like the ultimate, right? And when you're a superstar, when you have millions of dollars and you've seen all of the sex acts and you've experienced all of the sex acts and you've had everything done to you, like what else is there? So I think that's like the only thing left for people to do. And because because they're in entertainment, they project. A good example is Lil Nas X, right? Like I believe he had to sell his soul. He claimed that he was gay till since he was 14 years old. But I believe something happened where in order for him to reach that level of success, he had to give up something. And it just seemed like that was it to me. He gave up his masculinity. He gave up being a man for this world and this life that was famous and stardom and all of that. And I believe that that's what happens to, a lot of entertainers. But just like with Little Nas X, he started out with this kind of a wholesome song because, from my understanding, he's talking about drinking syrup in the damn song. Now I didn't never know that. All I know is Old Town Road. Did y'all ever see my TikTok? Y'all want to see my TikTok with Old Town Road? Okay, I'm gonna play my little TikTok. Let me see if I can get on TikTok with my little Old Town Road. But I thought it was a wholesome song, but come to find out, it is it's talking about sexuality and it's talking about homosexuality. It's talking about doing drugs, but all the kids, like everybody, embraced Old Town Road. Thank you, Denise. The word is emasculate. Okay, the word is emasculate. So yeah, I believe there's a current, a conscious effort to emasculate, especially. Well, I can't say especially black men. I think the world is uh, going that route full force for everyone. However, in our communities, because we're such behind the eight ball, it has a deeper effect and it has a more of a mental effect. Because I believe these young boys, like I was really pissed off at Michelle Obama for featuring D Wade's transgender kid. Like, are you serious? You mean to tell me that there's no other black children out there that you can promote and be so proud of? Because I'll tell you, I forgot what it was, but there was someone in testifying in Congress about transgender issues, and he was saying that you were discriminating based on sex because his son or something was transgender or something, and I don't know what it was. But they were saying he was being discriminated against based on sex, right? So one conversation I had, and somebody defended me because I said having transgender people, specifically as transgender, talk to kindergartners as reading books. Like, what's the point of that? Like, what are you saying? Like, why does it have to be a person? Do you have to point out it's that? Because that means we're having a sexual conversation. And then at that point, I was like, well, it's not about sex. But here it is, this other man in Congress that is testifying for transgender issues said that they're being discriminated against based on their sex. You can't have it both ways. Okay, y'all talking about something. Let me see what you're saying here. In the movie Blue Streak, Dave was asked to wear a dress. Did he do the movie? Did he put on a dress? I don't know. Let me know that because I didn't see the movie. Roger says they're selling out for the money and it's not small amounts of money. So until you can get them, then you can get to the children. Once you get to the children, then the adults will come behind them. Well, yeah, that's what I think is going on with Lil Nas X because, like I was saying, he was so all of the children gravitated towards him, even though he made a valid point when they came down on him for this Satan worship shit. Um, he made Sorry about that, guys. My computer died. Are you still there with me? Are you still there? I don't know. Are you still there? Are you still here with me? I think you're still here with me. If you are, thank you for not chiming out so quickly. So let me see. Roger says drinking blood, and he put blood in sport something that looks like blood inside the Nike tennis shoe. Right. So I guess what I was talking about was when Lil Nas X, captured the minds of all of these young people, and then he came out as gay. Okay, I guess whatever. You gotta love everybody for who they are, right? But then he comes out with this Satan bullshit. Now he's an adult. Now he's saying, listen here, people, fuck you and fuck your children. Because I'm an adult now. And I'm gay. And whatever he doing with that devil shit. So I agree with this right here, Roger. They're selling that for the it's not small amounts of money. So until you can get them, then you can get to the children. Once you get to the children, then the adults will come behind them. Yep. It's definitely what's going on. He put blood in the shoes. Let me see. They get to the children, and then the children change things. So if you want to change the N word, you want to change what it means. You have to get the children in mass. You have to get to their moms, because the moms are the ones that will spread to the adults. I know it's such a vicious cycle. Roger. Right now on USA. It is such a vicious cycle. And you know what? I'm gonna see if I can find this. Now that you mentioned that, I'm gonna see. Oh, who was that posted it? Oh, I don't remember who posted it, but there was a post on Facebook that it was saying about Black girl magic, and if Black girl is so magic, why are our communities still going to hell in a handbasket? For the most part, I'm a Black girl. I'm magical, right? So I took a little bit of a offense to that, but I had to step back and say, does he have a valid point? Because by me not having children, I feel like I don't have a huge opportunity to influence young people in a real capacity. Yes, I can inspire young people. I do have mentees. There's several children that I have mentored over the years. But like as a child or a family, I don't have that. And there's women out here, Black women out here, that I wonder about. Like, what are you doing? Like, I don't know. I don't know how to raise children, but I do believe that if I had the ability or the opportunity to do that my kids probably wouldn't, and it may be naive for me to do that, but my kids probably would be. Like, how do you come from a good family and still raise thugs? I think it has a lot to do with the use of the N word because it's such commonplace. But yeah, the children have embraced that word, and let me see what you say. They get to the children, and then the children change things. So if you want to change the N word, you want to change what it means. You have to get to the children in mass. You have to get to their moms because their moms are the ones that will spread right. And I'm a little discouraged, Roger, because a lot of the women out here, a lot of the black women out here that have children, they they use the N word, and they let their kids sag their pants. It's acceptable. They actually buy the clothes for them. They let them dress like thugs. They encourage the dreadlocks. Hey, I'm all about black power. And dreadlocks used to mean black power. But Keith Chief hijacked that. So dreadlocks these days don't mean black power. Dreadlocks these days mean thug. What you say, Menanjo? Men don't lie about being homosexual or bisexual. He was critiquing Christianity in his video, Montero. Okay. I am not sure why a member of the LGBT community would be Christian. I wish you would elaborate on that, please. Let me see. Men don't lie about being homosexual or bisexual. Are you sure about that? There's a lot of download stuff going on. He was critiquing Christianity in his video, Montero. He was critiquing Christianity. I'm not sure why a member of the LGBT community would be Christian. Is he considering himself Christian? I don't know. Heck no, he didn't put on a dress. That's why he gave back all that money, $100 million, and walked away from the industry for all those years. Okay. I thought he wanted to wear the dress on the Dave Chappelle show. I didn't know it was for a movie. Dave Chappelle said, change the script because it could be funny without me. Oh, I do remember that. It could be funny without me dressing in drag. And they told him no. Okay, right. I do remember that. Did he have to wear the dress? So he walked off the set. Okay. Wow, I didn't know Michelle Obama did that. Yes. So Michelle Obama has a podcast. And on her very first podcast, she featured Dwayne Wade's transgender child. And in the video, in the podcast, to me, it was just sickening. It was freaking sickening because she was genuinely, she was so enamored with this little thing that thought he was a woman playing dress up. And he said something and she was just all giddy and she was like, yeah. Now, my theory to that was why I was so pissed off about it was because with all of the things that's going on in the world, especially how black men are hated, young men see black women have power. Look at Cardi B, look at Beyonce, look at Michelle Obama. You know, black women tend to have more power and are more easily accepted in society as a whole. So for those that are confused, for those that are living in strife, poverty, and mental institutions, not institutions like a mental facility, but mental institutions like a dysfunctional home. They may think that if they go that route, that they will get favor. And I think that was the point of that. Like the subtle point, the underlying point, the unspoken word. Her point, and I thought it was a disservice because there is so many individuals, let alone black individuals. Okay, so it had to be a black person. Okay, but I think there's so many more individuals out there that she could have taken a child and not focused on sex. And transgender issues is dealing with sex, whether you like it or not. So my point is that they refused to do the scene with the dress, and they eventually agreed to his terms. Okay. Gina, you need a refill?
I need a refill.
I need a refill.
Yes, baby. I'm almost done. Look at that police be doing to me.
Oh my gosh. You can't be bleaching people's hair. Where's your glass?
Oh, I have some new bleach.
Where's your glass?
Right there, babe.
Mr. Man, did you want to try our Juggernaut wine? Are you a wine drinker?
Oh, no, he doesn't drink or smoke.
Okay, gotcha.
Isn't he so fucking cute?
Yes. So I learned this from TikTok. This is how you pour wine, guys. That's the reason the hole is in the bottom of the bottle. In case you didn't know that.
And this is why you hold the stem, so you don't warm the glass. Oh my Lord Jesus Christ, it's a fire.
Don't drink too much.
No, but this is why you hold the stem, so you don't warm the bottom.
Right. That's for red wine.
That's for anyway. I'm an alcoholic. If it's my client. Cheers.
This is going to be a long night, guys.
Oh, fuck it. Hell yeah.
Okay, let's see. What else we got here?
Wait, what time is it?
Okay, guys, we're not going to do. Thank you, Denise. Thank you.
I'd like to do your thing now. We're going to find a podcast for this shot. What they call it again? My baby mama.
Hey, Miss Catrice. You always can influence. Okay, I remember that conversation I was having. Homeschool? What do you mean, Roger? Homeschool? That should be it? Well, I tell you what, Roger, if you're talking about homeschool, I tell you what, this is why I believe our communities have very low standards. Black communities have low standards. Because we all know that children who are homeschooled are typically a little more people to public schools. Why do we not opt in for it? During the pandemic, when all of the schools had to close down, there was an opportunity for people to homeschool their children. They seemingly chose not to do that.
I think she's going to be our future. She's our future.
I think that was a mistake. If I had children, I would never send them to school because I'm an entrepreneur. I work from home. I can do what I do, come and go as I please. I would literally homeschool. My children would be geniuses. But anyway.
Natalia is so beautiful.
You see, back in the 80s, it said you don't want to date a man that works every day. You want to date a thug. You want to date a roughneck. Oh, yeah. Okay, let me finish. So for all those years, that's what Black women went after. Oh my God, Roger, you are so correct. Gotta watch out, gotta get a roughneck. MC Light. Definitely. So true. Because I was after roughnecks. But even during those times, I was questioning, like, why the hell do I want a roughneck? Like, they treat you like shit. For the most part. So, Roger, very, very, very valid point. How do we combat that? How do we get back from that? Because when I was coming up in that song, Gotta Watch Out, Gotta Get a Roughneck, by MC Light, you guys can go and check it out. That's so true, Roger, completely and utterly true. But now in this day and age, like that sentiment has been maximized 10 times. And that roughneck that was back then is not the same roughneck that's now. The roughneck back then, at least, I don't know about that roughneck back then, but I think the roughneck now is a straight up thug, is on drugs, do freaking serve or lean or whatever the case may be bisexual or on the down low. It's just 10 times worse now. How do we fix it, Roger? How do we fix it? Yes, because the Bible is anti-LGBT. Not quite sure what he was talking about there. Let me see, Roger. Has she ever really listened to the transgender community about what happens to them? Why would you want a child to make that decision so early? I know, I was livid at that. Like, not just because it's transgender community, but it was like, out of all the issues in the world, out of all of the success that people are having, did you really have to pick a 12-year-old that is confused about their sexuality? You think he's not confused? You want to allow people to vote before they're 18. He's freaking 12. I think it's sad. I just, it's horribly, horribly sad. I was so disappointed in the Obamas for making that their first episode. That was really sick of them to do that and push that on that little boy. Mine, like many, many transgender later on down the road in life. Yeah, it was pretty bad. And I think it was a concerted effort. I think like there is an agenda. That's why that is. And it made me look at them in a whole completely different light, the Obamas. Completely disappointed. At 21, I got my own retail store. I was earning six figures, and African American girls didn't want to deal with me. I was going to Northwestern Law School too. Latino women, on the other hand, did gravitate towards you? Yeah, Roger. We were caught up. We fell for the okie doke. Pretty much, we fell for the okie doke. And it's very unfortunate. Hopefully we can come back from that. No, it evolved. Roughnecks, thugs changed and just lowered their standards because they thought that you can't be smart. It's the evolution of what they started back in the 90s. Now those boys are in their 30s, right? It's very sad. It's very, very sad. But guys, you know what? Again, thank you for joining me and having these very poignant conversations. I appreciate you. And I thank you for being here for me because, like I said, it was a very, very rough week. And if I didn't have this, I would probably be in a state where I'm feeling low level or low vibration or even depressed, especially with my brother. This being the anniversary of his death, he's the first person in my most immediate family that has passed away. It's God, my brother. What's wrong? What happened? Hey, what's wrong, bro? What's wrong? What's wrong with your brother? It's just the anniversary of his death. And
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry, baby.
I want to keep a positive attitude and everything, but
God is good, man. We gotta stick
I miss
together.
him so much.
I'm so sorry. I can't even fathom that feeling. I don't know what I would do if I lost me. I'm sorry.
It's unbelievable.
I'm sorry.
Unbelievable. And I just thank you guys for being here to take my mind off of it for a moment.
I'm so sorry.
So I'm going to Iowa tomorrow. Going to Iowa tomorrow. And we're going to have a celebration of his life. Marina, I will be in so, maybe you can come and join us and we can get a chance to talk. I miss my brother so much. He was the one person that was always in my corner. Like, I'm like the black sheep of my family. And he always had my back. He was one of the only ones when everybody else turned their backs on me. It felt like he was the only one that would support me in my entrepreneurial ventures. He always encouraged me. And I miss him so much. I miss him so much. I have his ashes at my house, and I'm gonna take them with me to Iowa, and we're gonna celebrate his life. And I feel like I should be not enjoying life, but I know that's not what he would want. He always wanted me to. I'm sorry. I just miss him so much. Yeah, I just don't know. But when he passed away, he was in a car accident. He had diabetes. And one of the things I wanted to talk about today, which I didn't get to, was health in the Black community and how he didn't take care of himself. He had two toes amputated. At this time, and right before he passed, he was faced with getting his leg amputated. And as a matter of fact, it was on my birthday, October 9th of last year, that we got word that he was in the hospital and he was faced with having gangrene in one of his wounds on his foot. And it was so heart-wrenching to think that he might have to be in the hospital and have his leg amputated. It was gut-wrenching. But he got over it, and he didn't. They saved his leg. They cut off his foot. They cut off the like all the toes and the top part of his foot instead of cutting off his whole leg. And we were grateful for that, but we knew it was limited time. And not soon after he got out of the hospital and everything, he kind of got back to being the person he was, like living life. And he wanted to take a trip. He smoked his weed, right? And he loved driving. And he knew he didn't have no business driving. and he drove him and his two daughters to Colorado, and they made it from Sioux Falls to Colorado, and they made it to Colorado. But on the way back, that diabetes kicked in, and I think he passed out behind the wheel. And it was April 4th. I remember the day. I know exactly where I was at. I know exactly what I was doing. And I got the phone call that he was in a very serious accident. And he passed away on this day, 365 days ago. And with everything that I have been going through this week, to just kind of realize that that was it was very trying. So again, guys, thank you for being here with me. I don't mean to bring you down, but I am going to be celebrating my brother's life this weekend. And when this is all over,
and make sure
where
you
that hair at,
13722 Boulevard, Rollins, Illinois.
where that hair at? Show me that hair.
Where is it?
Because I'm going to let these guys go. Because I'm about to get my hair done. So I can get to Iowa.
You baby, that shit gonna lay on that black suit like it's amazing.
So guys,
This gonna this what we do about it. I said custom colors.
Last week,
I don't fuck around the book around my this kid
she finna hook me up, okay?
Actually, I am. I was just in my dream.
I gotta do something to make me feel better.
She got beautiful hair. Naturally, though. Look at all this beautiful hair.
She thinks my hair is beautiful. I think it's...
Nick, your hair, oh my God, so thick. What you been using? Your hair, guys.
I'm telling you, I use only natural products. Avocado and straight up aloe vera in my hair.
It's a Puerto Rican hair, dude. Look at that good ass hair.
Guys, what'd you say, Roger? I feel people, I believe people we love watch over us. We have people in here. Yes, I think he's definitely looking down on me. I will be going live when in Iowa for the balloon release. And my brother came to me when he passed away. He came to me. I was so freaking devastated that he had to do that. Like, I literally saw him standing right there, and he told me it was going to be okay. So, guys, on that note, I thank you. You guys, my heart right now is so filled with joy. I cannot leave here without saying, if you have not completed your PPP loan application, you need to get it in. And if you don't know what to do, you contact me because I have access. Remember, I say this, I got the juice. I got the juice that you need. Get your PPP loans, right? Give yourself an infusion of cash that you need to build a business. I love you. Thank you so much. I'm going to finish drinking this Juggernaut. I love this wine. I'm telling you, this is the only wine that is really smooth. I'm going to put my little link in here for you guys to go and get it, right? It's really smooth. And it's the only wine that has truly not given me a headache or not giving me a stomach ache and get me toe up from the floor. You can't beat that. You can't beat it. I'm telling you. How do you think this hair is going to look on me? Now, I have yet to do like a color like this because I'm conservative. I used to be a Republican, believe it or not. And I like to be natural. Like you see my lashes here. I got a lot of compliments on the lashes. I found this guy on Groupon. I didn't invite him to the show tonight because he is gay. And not because, but he is gay. And I know that I have to evolve a little bit more on LGBTQ issues. So I was a little apprehensive about having him come to the show, so I didn't invite him to the show. But he does an excellent job on your eyelashes. Very natural. I'm not looking like Garfield. Can you see? I'm not looking like Garfield. They're kind of natural looking. But Charles, I remember saying about 5 times saying about guys, I gotta pee. So I'm gonna go. We're gonna get to Tipsy Talk next week. I'm not banned on Facebook. I know I can't talk negatively about the LGBT community, but I think you all should take adherence to why in the Black community the E-word is not considered hate speech, but let a white person say something to us like that and we're gonna swear up and down this hate speech. But we have a lot of responsibility to take for the sentiment of why we're so desensitized about this. Okay, Miss Karina. Yes, I love these lashes. I was buying strips for a minute, but I found this guy on Groupon. He charged. Lashes ain't cheap. It's an expense. I'm hungry too. What kind of sandwich is this?
Anytime you want, baby. I have ham. You have ham. What's it called? You got a ham sandwich, corned beef, and
I don't know what this is.
it looks like ham.
They got onions on it. I told you no onions.
Take it off, baby.
Man,
It's multiple sounds. It's okay.
I hate onions.
Do you like tuna?
Mm-hmm. But I hate onions.
That's why Fitz is flying. I know he's ready. He's like, dude.
Y'all, it's gonna be a long night. Hey Jamal, how are you?
Tuna and crackers.
Thank you for joining me. I hate onions.
I know, baby. My daughter doesn't like.
I washed some of mine. What do you mean you washed what? Your lashes? No, the lashes are not cheap. See you tomorrow. Yes, Karina. I will be in Iowa. We need to get together. If you have a link to any of your events, Karina, please post it.
That would be fucking awesome. It's so good at what you do.
Offered to bring him on a later show. Who?
I gotta give her that.
Who, Brian?
She's good at what she's doing.
The hair, it's you. Oh, you like the hair. Good night. Enjoy. Be safe on your trip. Much love. Well, see, Roger, the reason why I think I can do this is because a lot of times Black men talk about us Black women that wear stickers, right? They think we need it. Well, if you look at last week's show, I had totally my natural hair. And it was actually very cute. And before my girl here told me that she would do my hair today, I was going to have my hair natural again today. And the reason I did that, and the reason I'm here today, is because I want people to know I don't give no fuck. Okay? Like, I'll put some hair on. Let me see. Ooh, that's going to be pretty. Oh my God. I love my Euro lock. But I did discover that, like she was saying, my hair is beautiful. I never thought that before. I never really thought that before. But I didn't want to put the weave in today because I liked my hair.
Every family union, everywhere.
But when you get offered the opportunity to get a $200 hairdo and you don't have to pay for it, you take it.
Oh, girl, I thought you was my daughter at first. You know, my daughter, I had to do like, oh, you like this too? Yeah, baby. I swear to God,
I hate onions. Let me see.
I told you I got
Offer to bring who? I will bring him on later on the show. I'm sorry. Yes, see you. I will call you. Onions are nasty. Yes, I hate onions, Brian. Your lashes guy, he'll have a different perspective. I know I'm not looking like Garfield. I got compliments from men that say your lashes look nice. You don't hear that. You don't hear men tell you your lashes look nice. They always tell you, hey, you don't need that shit. You don't need it. But I got a compliment. Do it for you when a man loves you. Right. And I love my lashes. So guys, thank you so much. Come back next week. We're going to do Tipsy Talk. We're going to have more poignant conversations. I'm going to try to behave myself on Facebook so I get back in. And when I get my hair finished tonight, I'm going to take some pictures, and you guys can see the transformation. What you say? Love onions and Roger. If you ever cook for me, no onions. I like the garlic taste.
I know, I need for you.
I don't like the crunch of it.
I know I can do that.
Okay, guys, thank you so much. Thank you for cheering me up today because I really needed it. I really did. You're right, Roger. Peace out.